Hello, everybody. Welcome to 50/50 Booking. I'm your host, Peter. And the reason I'm explaining this is obviously we now have Twitch, a Twitch channel. So this is also going out on there as well. So hello to Twitch. Obviously, it's going out on YouTube like normal. Then, I just thought it's best to introduce yourself. This will be the first of our shows to go out on Twitch. All the others, well, pretty much all the others will be going out on Twitch now. Okay. So we're going to have to see how it is. Yeah. Okay. So, first things first, we have a sponsor. The sponsor of today's show is Drawing Light Photography, which basically specializes in weddings, events, actor shots, portfolios. To get in touch with them there. Links and everything are in the description below. And yeah, that's how it is. Okay. Oh, and it looks like my co-host is actually joining me. Hello to my co-host. So, yes, my co-host, and
Hello.
We are live, by the way, just so you're aware.
Yep.
Okay. We're not just live on YouTube, though. This is, I would have told you if I'd remembered to send you the invite earlier. That's kind of my fault. We're also on Twitch as well.
Oh, cool.
We have a Twitch channel, which is Sorting Stuff Network. That's what it's called. That's how you find it. It's
Nice.
customized name. So stuff will just go out there live as we do it. But as far as I'm aware, nothing's saving on there right now. I haven't set that up or anything. So.
Nothing saves on Twitch. I think the maximum stays 2 weeks, and then it's gone forever. So
yeah. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I haven't even tempered that stuff anyway, but I know it works because I tried it earlier, so I had a demo run. So at the moment, we're going out on both.
Yeah, I had a clean out of some of my clothes this week, and I actually found this old bit of merch.
Oh, that's very considering.
I was just like, yeah, I thought it suits the podcast, so this is going to be my podcast top.
Oh, it does. It's very good. It's considering that's one of the reasons I had to change the name. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that that's always in there.
Yeah,
that is enough so that way the pandas are visible.
That is a good show. Where did you get it? Do you remember?
I want to say Wish, but I'm not sure. Might have been Amazon, which would be ironic if it was, but
it's kind of funny. So, but no, it's an interesting shirt. So, I've mentioned about the fact we have a sponsor because some of these shows get sponsors now because basically, yeah, it's one of those things. Obviously, now that my co-host is here, I'll introduce my co-host. Obviously, for those of you who don't know who he is, this is Aaron. So, we have Aaron's charity page here because Aaron, as you can clearly see labeled there, is Caring with Colours. And here, Aaron, at the moment, is doing this, which you can't see the description of it because the ticket bar's there. So I'll just get rid of that for the moment. So you guys can see what he's actually doing right now. And Aaron can give you a brief idea. Well, he can give you an idea of what he's actually doing for this right now.
I am fundraising for the Epilepsy Society.
Oh, give me a sec. Just drop that down. There we go.
The Epilepsy Society, and they help epileptics with different levels of. It's not like different levels of epilepsy, but like there's different kinds of epilepsy. So for different people have different needs. Like with people who are photosensitive, luckily enough, I'm not.
I know someone who is.
Yeah, they can't go to flash photography areas or stuff like that because it will set off a seizure. Whereas mine's actually stress induced. So if I get too stressed out, it can cause me to have a seizure.
Yeah, because obviously that's the point for anyone who doesn't know. Aaron himself does have epilepsy, but wasn't born with it. It's like that happened to him, but that's a story which is maybe not for now.
No, I mean, let's just say head trauma occurred due to an assault, and a couple of weeks later, I had my first seizure.
Let's be clear. It wasn't the panda.
No, it wasn't the panda. No.
So just thought we should clarify that one because obviously there's a panda thing when you're top. So with a chair.
Yeah.
And
shots with chairs.
And obviously when the company was called WWF, that used to be a thing. Chair shots to the head. So,
Yep.
But obviously now it's WWE. They don't do it anymore because concussion protocols, which to be fair, not got a problem with that.
No, I don't think any half-decent human being would.
Yeah, you can just as easily do chair shots to the back or to, because the back's much more protected anyway for very many reasons.
I think the panda's going for the head. He's going for a kill blow. He wants vengeance. He's just like, I tried out for this promotional logo and you took it from me.
Is that Panda 4? He went for the head.
He went for the head.
We have a comment, by the way.
Hey.
So, yeah, I did mention that. She did mention she may stop by and get involved. So, yeah, there we go. But obviously,
so I crashed her podcast, so I guess it's only fair.
Well, both you and Ben, to be fair, but that was kind of funny, to be honest. And everyone had a good time, which is the point of it. So, but we encourage people to get involved because we have a live chat here that you can engage with to speak to us.
Oh, the ribs were priceless. Sorry, I just remembered. I have decided to get organised, so I have a pad for Raw, I have a pad for SmackDown, I have for NXT, and NXT UK.
It's funny you say that because I actually have been busy as well because I've actually got little things depending on what we're talking about. Because the first thing I think we should discuss, here we go, regarding what happened with Steph's show. That ironically, it works in the wrestling context too.
Yikes.
Yeah, just make sure she ain't the panda that's doing the chair shot to the head.
I mean...
First thing I thought we should touch upon briefly, though, when it comes to news, is this right here.
Have you heard the updated news?
I've been busy for the last couple of hours, so if there's anything in that
Andrade has quit WWE.
Despite being under contract still.
Yeah, he's quit.
Yeah, he's contracted, so he can't go anywhere then. He just won't be doing anything.
Yeah, he's quit. And apparently Charlotte supports him as well.
Woo! Yeah. That's helpful. But yeah, it's like I think we should touch upon, obviously, because it seems to be a thing at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a controversial opinion about Andrade, which a lot of wrestling fans don't share, but I don't care. I'm making it well known. I don't like him.
I don't like him either.
So, I know, because you're one of the very few people I know who actually shares that opinion with me.
No.
So, it's just a case of, I don't get it. Mm-hmm. Oh, hang on. Yes, they are. They're actually engaged, to answer your question there.
Yeah, that's Charlotte's fourth engagement. She's taken after her dad in that sense.
She's been married before as well, so.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, which I'm pretty sure I do.
And she's pretty young when she got married as well, wasn't she?
It was a wrestler as well, and I'm trying to remember which one it was.
Yeah, I can't remember.
So, I think it's actually it was something to do with the guy that got in a lot of trouble because he supported Trump. It was either him or his mate. I can't remember which one of them it was because I know it was one of those two.
Can't exactly get mad at somebody for like supporting Trump when Vince McMahon's been friends with Trump and the Trump family for years. So
yeah, but he's the guy that got in trouble because he made certain statements during the Black Lives Matter stuff going on.
Oh,
because it's either him or the guy he used to tag with. I can't remember which one of them it was. Is the honest answer to that. Because I can't, I have no shame admitting I'm going to look this up because I'm pretty sure
I can't remember.
It's one of those guys.
Yeah.
So I may be wrong, in which case that's fair enough. But I like to check my facts.
I mean, like going onto Wikipedia and typing in Charlotte Flair seems to be a bit of a dangerous game in itself.
What? Well, it would be unless you're like me and actually type in her real name. Because I know her real name, so that's why I do it that way.
Well, it's good to hear about WrestleMania being back on sale.
That was it. Used to be it was his tag partner. The guy in question's name is Thomas Latimer. He used to be a guy called Bram, and he used to be tag partners with the guy that did all the stuff, Gunner. Because Gunner's the one who went off and did all the Trump stuff in WWE. He's one of the Forgotten Sons.
Oh, Jackson Riker.
Yeah, he was actually called Gunner in TNA, and his tag partner was Bram, and Bram was the guy that used to be married to Charlotte, so I knew it was something like that.
Yeah, and Jackson Riker's now with Elias. Still with Elias as well.
He's walking with Elias. Come on, that's easy. That's an easy one, surely.
Okay, walking swiftly onwards. I'd like him to walk into this panda in like a dark alley, and then, yeah.
What one, Riker or Elias?
Both? Actually, Elias, because Elias probably can't take a chair shot as good as Jackson Riker. I feel like Jackson Riker would turn around, grab the chair off the panda, and hit him back with it.
I think that's fair because Jackson Riker, she actually was in the military, so I think he probably could take a chair shot. So that's probably a fair shout, actually. But
ex-Marine.
Yeah, those guys. No matter what you think of them, they're tough bastards.
Yeah,
so
you have to be to get through all the training.
Exactly, but obviously the preamble. Obviously, as I said, I've been busy. So we have this. I'm going to tag each one when we want to talk about. So we're going to do Raw first. Because, oh boy.
I mean, the only good thing about the night was the announcement that WrestleMania was coming back. And, like, yay. But,
oh, there we go. Another comment.
Be like Panda Bubba from Shaolin Showdown, always ending up on the rear end of the stick.
Yeah, it does seem a bit harsh on that poor panda, though. But yeah,
I feel like the
good.
panda's got it in for my name. He looks like he's about to attack my name with the steel chair.
He's aiming for Karen McCullers, which seems a bit wrong because it's a charity. So...
There you go. Hang on. Let's sit up.
Yeah,
properly.
That's better.
No, I can't do that. My posture's terrible.
So we can actually, if you look carefully, you can see the other panda's ears, so it's actually okay. Because it is actually visible. So, but obviously, yes, the WrestleMania thing is definitely good. But however, what is not good, and it's like I'm going to mercilessly ridicule for until time immemorial, is Shane McMahon.
I thought you was going to have a go at booking.
Oh, we're getting there too. Don't you worry. This is related.
Kicking off the show with a WWE Championship rematch was a bit.
Huh? Yes, I wanted to go with Shane first, and there's a reason why. Okay. Right. Apparently, that promo that he gave was a rib on his dad. It was deliberate.
Yeah, I've heard this too. Braun.
Booking.
Yeah, I mean, like when Vince is like, so the only reason I think Vince can't do it is because Vince probably couldn't handle Braun Strowman or getting flattened by Strowman at Mania anymore. I mean, in his prime, maybe, but now.
Well, this is the thing. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Vince McMahon now does not want to be on TV at all. He doesn't want to do it. This is direct quotes from him. He only does it when he has to. He does not want to be on. He does not want to be in front of the camera anymore because he's old and he doesn't like looking old.
Man, that he must have smashed all the mirrors in his house. Then I'm just like,
Yeah, but the thing is, it's one thing looking in the mirror and seeing it yourself, but if you're on television, then everyone can see it. I think that's his issue.
probably.
Because that man has an ego the size of, well,
China. Oh, no, that's probably a bad. That's a bad country to use.
Wow, of all the things you could say.
I could have said Saudi Arabia.
Probably more apropos, though.
Probably.
Considering they give him
at least
money.
that way you don't get confused with the previous superstar.
Exactly. But Saudi Arabia give him money because, you know, the when they go over to the Middle East and do those events, obviously outside of COVID, of course.
Yeah.
So it actually would at least make sense if it was Saudi Arabia or Abu Dhabi. But I'm thinking more of his ego's like the size of, I don't know, a galaxy or two.
Yeah.
Maybe all of them, who knows? But yeah, that Shane McMahon promo. Oh my God. I don't know how anyone has thought that's a good idea. I mean,
I get it. I get it. Like poking the bear. Braun doesn't like bullies. That was like one of his opening like statements when he was fresh on the scene. But to get bullied by a McMahon is just like, And then once again, authority figure. There are no authority figures in WWE. Enter Shane McMahon.
Adam Pearce. Oh, sorry, I have a bad cough. Steven Regal. William Regal.
Tony Saint. Oh
Yeah,
God, you're giving it to me. Fuck off.
It's contagious, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, apparently he passed this through the internet. It's amazing. But
it must be a computer virus.
Oh dear God! Maybe it's because we're on Twitch now as well. Maybe we've got something from Twitch.
Yeah, it's just maybe something to do with that.
although saying that, you should be ill all the time. Then you stream on Twitch regularly, so
yeah, once a week. I was going to Twitch stream today as well, but
you just
ended up just. I did, didn't I? I did. Yeah. No.
And you're doing.
Don't get anything for doing that though.
True, and we're doing it right now, and still now.
Yep.
But no, obviously, when you stream on there, it's different. Obviously, you're doing it as carrying colors. Plus, also you're doing games and whatnot, which are like.
Yeah.
Some of our audience may be interested. So it's like things like Fortnite, isn't it? And what's the other thing you play?
Minecraft, Call of Duty. I'm a jack of all trades. Might be starting Apex soon as well.
Exactly. So, here we go.
I already thought that as well when I first had it done. It's actually faded since. I'm surprised the resolution's actually making the purple as much as it is because it actually looks a lot more blue in person. But it's just the lighting in my room.
Yeah, it's a weird thing that happens with some of these things. Sometimes stuff doesn't show. But
I mean, my friend came around earlier and said, "Have you dyed your hair again?" I was just like, "No, just we've got lights on indoors, so it looks purple." She's like, "Yeah, because I came around yesterday and it was blue." I was like, "Yeah, I have magic hair. It changes on my mood. When I'm happy or content, it's purple. When I'm like upset, it just goes blue because it's my emotions."
Maybe it gets more purple the more you twitch.
Let's test that theory.
Oh dear. It's very funny, but I'm sure a few people were a bit concerned because obviously the first time you did that particular trick on salting stuff,
yeah,
one of the other contestants was very concerned about you.
Yeah, she actually messaged me on Snapchat as well, saying, "Are you okay?" I was like, I was joking. I was like, and then the next week I went, "Come on, Ben, Twitch," because she showed his Twitch as well. I was like,
"Oh, poor Ben. He has no idea what he's in for on Wednesday as well."
"Oh, probably not half as bad as what I'm in for."
Oh yeah, well, we'll get to that at the end of the show. Now, I think we should probably continue talking about the wrestling for now. We will get to that because there's a few things we need to talk. I need to talk about as far as the network stuff goes as well. So we will touch upon your birthday thing because obviously you're on this show, so it's apropos. Because for those of you who do want to wish Aaron a happy birthday, regardless of anything else, his birthday is Wednesday. So all happy birthday messages are cheerfully accepted to Aaron. You can find him on most of the socials with Carrying Colours. The links are down below as well. So yes, by all means, do message happy birthday, and also you can join us on Salty Stuff because we'll be on there as well, and you guys can send happy birthdays that way as well. It's all good. Show us. Oh, go on.
My dad actually bought me a birthday present this year. Yeah, he bought me a brand new headset because I told him mine was on the fritz. So he bought me a brand new £50 one. So I'm actually really happy. It's the first time he's actually bought something for me that will like help me with my charity work and stuff as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Is it it's the parent thing because a lot of parents will buy you stuff, but there's a case of I'm never going to use that.
Yeah, there is that. I mean, normally just shoves me a bottle of wine and a little bit of cash, and I end up spending it on myself.
Well, to be fair, the thing is though, you are using that, so at least there is actually use to that though for you.
Yeah, and it's like a professional quality headset as well, so it's going to be a lot better on Twitch for me and stuff. People can actually probably hear me better because of the quality.
Most definitely good. At least I think so. But yes, that should be fun, definitely. So where was we? So yeah, we was talking about Shane McMahon. Yes, you touched upon the WWE Championship rematch.
Booking. Why? I honestly thought rematch, Fastlane. Just put it there. Nobody will really want to watch it. That's the match you'll go to toilet for because you know that Miz is just going to get squashed again. And we like Miz getting squashed, but up first on a Monday, like a main event title being put on first in the show.
I mean, to be fair,
you might as well have just shown a replay of the previous week's main event.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they'll do it on certain pay-per-views, like WrestleMania. They've done it, but that at least had a purpose. Because when Seth faced Brock,
yeah,
it made sense because they were spacing them out because they didn't want all the feel-good title matches all together. That made sense to me. That's logical booking.
I mean, I will say, I bet Vince got his like 10 minutes worth with Bobby Lashley's new entrance, like the gold lightning, the picture of Bobby Lashley, and all that stuff before he even came out of the bloody back.
Well, we all know. Yeah. We all know literally Vince McMahon, once Lashley had the belt, Vince just went, "Look at that beef."
Yeah, basically. And that's what the first part of his entrance basically is. It's look at the beef.
Yeah. Although to be fair to Lashley, if I looked like that, maybe I would make the most of it as well.
Yeah, I mean he's in his 40s now.
It's something like that, yeah. But he looks very good for his age.
Yeah, extremely good.
Also, bear in mind he's an MMA fighter as well, and some of those guys don't look so good.
No, I mean Brock Lesnar for one.
But Brock Lesnar never looked that good, in all honesty.
No.
Well, and to his credit, you've seen his wife. He clearly didn't do that badly.
Yeah.
It depends if she's your type. There. Clearly, she was his, and that's good for them. Good for those guys. But
I'm just trying to check something.
Yeah, just booking.
Yeah.
Not really much we can say about that, really.
Yeah, Bobby's 44 years old.
Yeah, I figured it had to be something like that.
Hard to believe he debuted in 2005, though, isn't it?
I remember him 2005. So he was, in fact, Lashley was Donald Trump's representative at that WrestleMania.
Yeah,
where
against
the hair
Umaga,
shaving.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
I
Where
watched that. I remember that.
Where Vince got his hair shaved. Yeah, that's the one. And literally within a year, he was gone.
Yeah, he did really well.
Obviously, he did various other things like Bellator. I think it's Bellator. And then he did
Impact,
where he became world champion a few times, which is probably the best wrestling run he's actually had, in all honesty. But what he's doing with the Hurt business right now may come close to that, because also MVP was involved with his Impact stuff as well. So there seems to be a very interesting correlation with that.
Oh yeah, like no doubt about that.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
No. I mean, the match itself was better than last week's match, because obviously no lumberjacks, and the actual match between the two of them, it was better, but it just ended the same way. So it was just like,
yeah, it's the other WWE trope when it comes to matches. Obviously, our show's named after one of them, which is 50-50 booking. The other one is copy and paste for about 3 weeks.
I mean, it kind of touches on the SmackDown side of things, but we'll talk about that later with the whole copy and paste.
We will get to the SmackDown thing, because I've got some words about that one. Not as many as I do for NXT, though. I've got some real interesting words for that.
Don't get me started. Not yet.
No, but we are getting close to that point, though. But apparently Asuka's injured, so it might not be making Mania as well. That's another one that's come out.
Yeah, I mean, she is toothless currently.
Well, apparently she might have got a concussion, and they have obviously concussion protocols kick in at that point. So, to be fair, you have to be kicked quite hard for your tooth to come out like that.
I mean, it was Shayna Baszler.
Hence the reason they probably do need to check.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, the MMA record speaks for itself.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't want to get kicked in the face by her.
God, no.
No, I've had this nose broken in 2 different places. I don't want it rebroke. No, thank you.
The thing is that I wouldn't want be kicked in the nose by her or Nia Jax. The only difference, though, is I know that Shayna Baszler would mean to do it. Nia Jax would do it by accident.
Mm-hmm. And she probably hurt her holes while doing it.
Yeah. Because, for anyone who isn't aware, Nia has a reputation for being clumsy and injuring people. I don't think Shayna...
Pace 2019.
Oh, there's a few people. Kairi Sane, Charlotte even got it done as well. But the thing about it, though, is Shayna Baszler, there is no way she's deliberately tried to hurt Asuka with that kick. It just happened to just land a certain way. Because she's done a million of those kicks, and you don't get that happen. So you know it's not a thing. It's just unlucky.
It is what it is, but...
I swear I'm going to have to get
She could have broken the pinfall. She could have broken the pinfall in lots of different ways, and she decided to kick her in the face. I was just like...
to be fair, though...
I saw the tooth fly in, like, normal playing speed, and then when they showed the replay of it, slow-mo, I was just like... Ow.
I would say, to be fair, that is one of the most common ways of breaking up a pin, is to kick someone in the head. It's actually quite normal. So it's not like she's done something that's particularly unusual or weird. It's just unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, like, following on with the Braun and Shane segment, I'm glad they left Adam Pearce out of it this time. Just he wasn't involved in the Braun and Shane segment this week, and didn't end up in a tag match with him. It was like, what the hell? I was just like, thank God. I think Adam Pearce was probably thinking the same thing. Thank God I am left out of this week.
Yeah, he's probably thinking, I retired from wrestling. I'm an authority. Oh, wait, no, there isn't any of those. I just turn up on screen and happen to tell people what to do, but I'm not an authority figure. But referring to this comment, Lana, pretty much, as far as putting people through tables.
Yeah, I mean, you could take Nia Jax to a Target store, but you'd have to keep her away from the tables because they'd get a huge bill for it.
Just make sure Lana's not there. You'll be
Oh my
fine.
god! Why didn't WWE do a tables match in a Target store between Lana and Nia Jax? It would have been like Booker T and Steve Austin in the supermarket.
Or an
That would have
IKEA.
been brilliant.
Take him
IKEA
to
store,
an
yeah.
IKEA.
Take it to an IKEA store.
Oh, so many tables, so little time.
Flash sale, everything must go. Wait a second. Bang!
And if you're really smart, what you do is you collect all the pieces and the chips and you put them up on eBay and say, legitimate chip from Fight, and have it signed, a signed bit of paper, so authenticates, so you can make loads of money from that.
Yeah.
Because that does happen with certain matches. They'll sell ring mat bits that are signed, authenticated, say this was from this match, blah, blah, blah. There's an Undertaker Brock Lesnar one circling around out there from when Undertaker's streak got broken by Lesnar. It's like $5,000 for each one.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
But people will pay for what they want. It's a thing with collectors, so... And good luck to them, you know. It don't hurt anyone, I don't care. It's just interesting when you think about such things.
I mean, I think the weirdest one I've seen was Dave Bautista's nose ring from WrestleMania.
I'm so glad you didn't say something else about Dave Bautista, because there's a wrestling meme that goes around the internet about Dave Bautista, and you didn't say it, which is good.
The nose ring sold for $500 or something.
To be fair,
and it's literally just a platinum blue nose ring.
I would say, to be fair, though, because obviously he's the last WrestleMania he's done. At that point, he's well known and he's famous. Like, he's an actor now. He's been Bond films, he's been Marvel films. I understand that. It actually does make sense to me. But
I just don't see why he came back, actually, to be honest. After all the Marvel and the Bond movie, and then he came back for a WrestleMania with a match against Triple H. It's like... Ain't you doing well enough already? Or are you just bored and fancied having the crap beaten out of you, or your nose ring removed with pliers?
I honestly think it's a case of bored, money, and I think he legitimately does enjoy wrestling.
I mean, he's a better wrestler than he is an MMA fighter.
Yeah, because one of the reasons Dave left wrestling was he didn't like the PG approach. Because you notice when he came back, everything he did was much more adult, and the match he had was a street fight, which is not PG. So it's not an accident. It's like,
I mean, I know we don't like talking about this sort of stuff on here, but I can see him going to AEW.
Possibly, but I think he's rather tied up with projects, because despite the fact we're on, well, America's not so much now because a lot of those have been freed up now. Apparently he's got a lot of stuff lined up that he's going to be doing. So, for instance, there's going to be a Guardians movie at some point this year that's being made, so he'll be in that. So, and making films does take time.
Yeah.
So, but there's other things he might want to do, but you know, if he wants to wrestle more, then yeah, it's not the worst thing he could do. Again, depends if he wants to do or not, but it's up to him. You know, at this point in his life, I don't think he has to do anything. He's not like, for instance, we'll touch upon this because obviously these are WWE guys, Paul White and Christian.
I was shocked to hear that Christian went to AEW,
but they both had points to prove, I think, is what that is.
Yeah, I mean, I saw an article about that Edge spoke out about it and said that the Royal Rumble thing wasn't a reunion; it was a goodbye. And I was like, oh wow, like I wasn't expecting Edge to come out and like speak publicly about it. So like Edge must have had like a inkling as to what Christian was going to do, because
I imagine Christian told him, not being funny, because they're really close in real life.
Yeah.
So, but the thing with that as well is a case of WWE have never valued Christian at all. Vince McMahon is known to not even like how Christian looks. So this is a thing. There was a point in time where he wanted to give him a gimmick, and this is easily checked, where he had a blue dot covering his face the entire time he was on the screen, so you couldn't see him. Yeah, It's not hard to believe, is it?
Nope.
So, but I think again, it's a case of after all this time, he's finally able to do something, and apparently WWE weren't going to let him do much, if anything. So I think I think that's one of the main reasons why. And to be honest, I think he's better off in AEW, in all honesty, because I don't think WWE are going to do that much for him.
I think even if he came back to in-ring action, like full-time for W, they wouldn't use him properly. He'd get lost in catering with Bo Dallas.
Yeah, they do seem to have found quite a few of these catering people lately, though, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. But as far as Raw things go, Sheamus and McIntyre, the no DQ match.
Oh, I laughed my ass off at that finish. That was so funny.
It was like The Simpsons when they were fighting with the pots on their head and just running at each other.
Boom, boom, boom.
So I mean, as soon as Sheamus's music hit, from what happened earlier on in the show, you knew Drew was going to come up and whack him from behind, because like Sheamus had done exactly the same thing. But the amount of Dublin Smile memes that are going around at the moment because of that match as well. It was good to see the Dublin Smile come out. Haven't seen that on TV in ages. I think the last time I saw that was Fit Finlay was doing it to Triple H.
That's quite possible, yeah. So thinking about it, but the thing as well with that is it wasn't a good match, but the ending was just hilarious. It made me chuckle.
Yeah.
And it's very little WWE actually legitimately makes me chuckle for the right reason, and that was good.
I could have watched that on repeat like for like a couple of weeks. It's just.
I mean, I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but I've not really checked Twitter because I stay away from Twitter as much as I can. I'm sure there's probably a GIF somewhere where somebody's just looped it, so they're just repeatedly doing it.
The way Sheamus's head rattled off the back of the inside of the steps, like I was just like, oh. But I was too busy laughing to care.
Well, that's it. It's one of those things you laugh about, and then you think afterwards, that probably hurt.
Yeah, that's a right bell ringer because it even rung the stairs.
Okay. We also have this from Steph as well.
So yeah, I mean, even Steph can get that right.
Yeah. I mean, I would for the most part would agree with that.
Yeah.
Except for in the instances where Vince likes you. If Vince likes you as a wrestler, I mean properly likes you. I don't mean likes as in like he's getting you know who he likes. It's obvious.
It's a favoritism. It's a favoritism industry.
Right. Exactly. Particularly in WWE's case. If Vince likes you like he does Roman, because we know he likes Roman.
Yeah, I've still got part of Roman stuck down my throat from 2016 or whatever it was.
There we go. Royal Rumble 2015, right?
There we go. Even when The Rock came out and they still booed him.
That tells you how bad that was, because people don't boo The Rock.
Hashtag booking.
All good fun. Unfortunately for you now, we've got to go on to the next thing.
Oh, I wasn't done.
Oh, okay. Oh, we can finish Raw then, but you can't put it off too much longer.
I mean, the Xavier Woods versus Shelton Benjamin match was great.
Mm-hmm.
I like the New Day Riddle segment, because I think that could be like a pretty cool team to watch.
Where would you leave his scooter?
Under a bus. I don't like the evil Knievel kind of vibe that he's going with at the moment. It's just it's such stoner vibes.
I mean, I hate to break it in real life. He is one.
Yeah, we know. I mean, he's the kind of guy that I would like to like hang out with, possibly like smoke and doobie with, but at the same time, just why? It's supposed to be a PG. Are they trying to be like subtle but not subtle? WWE are not good with subtle.
No, I think it's a case of Vince thinks there's a way that people should be if they're like that, and he doesn't understand that's not how that works.
No. But that match was all right. The next match was like Slapjack versus Riddle. And forget the Retribution gimmick. It was a good match.
Yeah.
Like, as far as wrestling goes, in my opinion, it was a good match. There wasn't any botches and stuff. But, like, if this was Shane Thorne versus Riddle...
Right, I was going to make that point. Shane Thorne is a good wrestler. He's just been saddled with a really crap gimmick.
Yeah. And it shows so much when he was in the ring with Riddle this past Monday. It was really good. It was a good match. Probably one of the best matches of Monday Night Raw, to be honest.
Yeah.
But Retribution. And then, of course, you had the Shane and Braun segment afterwards. If this happens at Mania, that'll be my go grab a snack match.
I think that's where they're going, in all honesty. Shane usually has a big Mania match, and the timing's right, unfortunately, so I think that's what we're getting.
Yeah, then you had the Lana and Naomi versus Nia and Baszler with Reginald. Why?
Oh, you mean Mr. Multi-Brand?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get onto him when it comes to SmackDown as well.
And then, of course, the main event was Randy versus AJ Styles, and I was looking forward to that. I thought this was going to be a really good match.
Okay, two decent wrestlers who can put on a really good match. Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously, with the storyline going on, I kind of guessed Alexa and the Fiend was going to possibly the Fiend coming back, but probably not really. And he didn't. So, I guess the whole Alexa or Fiend lights blacking out or something happening. But the way they played it, storyline wise, was actually pretty smart. Yeah, I mean, he cost Randy Orton the match without even being there. So, I mean, he's still doing the Papa Shango black stuff gimmick, but it's okay storyline wise.
What makes you think he's not there? For all you know, Bray Wyatt's in catering.
He's probably under the ring watching the monitor.
But he might be with his brother in catering. Then maybe they're catching up.
Yeah, probably having a rock paper scissors tournament, and Bo Dallas is up 56-17.
Yeah, but let's not
because Bray always chooses rock.
Yeah, let's not have rock paper scissors tournaments around Ben. That's a sore subject probably for him after last Wednesday.
Probably. I mean, my overall rating of Raw was a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, it's pretty much what you expect from Raw, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. it's the other part of that. Unfortunately, that's what you expect from Raw, at least lately.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for you, it's now that time.
No.
Right.
So,
all right.
Stand and deliver, huh?
Your pay-per-view or your life.
They're doing it's basically NXT Mania.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they was going to be using some of the NXT people in the WrestleMania because it's a 2-night event, not doing a separate 2-night event. But
which you'll bear in mind is obviously before the WrestleMania weekend. That's why it's a thing to make clear to people as well.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Imagine having to stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning 4 nights in a row. I'm going to turn nocturnal.
You do realise that most wrestling fans would have done that anyway because SmackDown, Mania. I
watched SmackDown the day after. I don't care.
but a lot of people, because obviously now it's Friday night. SmackDown's a Friday. Then their Mania. Obviously,
I might actually watch SmackDown live. I might actually watch SmackDown live that weekend.
Well, that's my point, because you have SmackDown, then you have the 2 nights for Mania, and then you'll probably have Raw afterwards. So you're going to have 4 nights where you're up like that anyway, if you're going to watch them live.
I'll save myself fucking over my sleeping pattern even more, I guess.
So then earlier in the week, you've got 2 other days where you're doing something similar.
True.
So,
The
yeah.
Stand and Deliver.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the name.
I think Adamant is kind of asking some questions now if he's a PR firm, if he can sue, because I think he wants his song name back.
I wonder what music they're going to use for it. Oh, hey. Oh, wow. Well,
Yeah.
after that, there's the new NXT Women's Tag Team Championships look great.
Oh boy, do I have
I mean-
issues with this?
I mean, the white version of the men's tag team title belts look amazing. Creative must have really put some thought into it. I can't.
I was going to say.
I tried to keep a straight face.
So did they, apparently.
When the cloth came off of those 2 white belts, I was like, just the same as the men's ones, but white.
I think a lot of people probably had the response of going, I can get those on shopwwe.com.
I feel sorry for people who are colourblind. They turn around and say, they look exactly the same.
Which they would do, yeah, that's the fact.
Hey, wait, why are those women got the men's tag team title? But oh, no, never mind.
Well, for all they know, maybe they're trans wrestlers.
I'm not saying anything. No.
Neither am I, but you know, if 2 women did help the men's tag titles, that would be a question: is could trans wrestlers then be legitimately challenged for those belts?
I don't see why not. It'd be a step in the right direction to wrestling, because it's a very black and white kind of industry, especially as far as WWE is concerned. Even though they're letting Reginald wrestle women, and that was among other things, but you know, it would be a step in the right direction, especially for like the LGBT community. Like, there's some wrestlers out there that do wrestle. No.
Yeah, Vince probably took one look at those belts after seeing the men's belt and went, I got a really good idea for those belts and some good shit.
I did like how William Regal kind of promoted his way into it, though. He did say about how he'd had enough of WWE management. I was just like, haven't we all? And I have come up with this idea, and I am putting it forward. You are now the new NXT. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, good for you, Regal. You've grown some bollocks. Good for you.
Yeah, as much as I appreciate this promo, I think this whole thing sucks, and I'm going to explain why. Okay,
I do too.
Are you sure? Okay, right. One, why didn't they just give them the women's tag belts, which can go across brands anyway?
I said this.
Right.
I said give them to NXT, not give NXT brand new belts. What the fuck?
Right. And on top of that, you give them these new belts, right? Okay. Not even a tournament. They give them to, what is it, Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez.
And Raquel Gonzalez for winning the Dusty Cup Classic.
Yeah. And less than an hour later, in fact, it's about 58 minutes, they lose them. Why? And this is where WWE's bad booking comes into effect again. Did you not just have them face each other to decide who'd be the first champion?
That they had like 10 minutes to fill at the start because they couldn't be asked to put on a squash match or a wrestling match that people might have wanted to see.
Right. Again, there's no explanation for this. It's dumb.
I mean, the only part that I can see that's come out of this that I'm happy about is Io Shirai challenged Raquel Gonzalez, and that she turned around and said, "I want you next." I was just like, sign me up for this. I want to see this. Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez. Yeah, count me in. I mean, like, we've seen Io Shirai go against Rhea Ripley, and like that was a kick-ass match. But Raquel is a different animal to Ripley.
Oh, definitely.
But her style.
Ripley's so much more experienced, for one thing.
Yeah. And to see Io go against Raquel, I'm all for it. I want to see it.
Well, it's the only good thing that's come out of this. I mean, honestly, apart from the fact that Ember and Shotzi are now tag champions, which I don't have a problem with. I think they're both very talented and good for them. But why couldn't they have just faced off against them for the belts in the first place and not have to have Raquel and a partner for like less than an hour? Then it's
booking,
right? It's God. But yeah, I mean, we got Gonzalez against Io Shirai, which is, I think, it's a good thing. I'm with you on that one. And now we have Ember and Shotzi with the tag belts, which, to be fair, not the worst teams to pick from. But again, it should be the WWE tag team titles, women's ones, not the NXT ones. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, also you got you had the Balor versus Cole match.
Okay.
Wasn't a bad match. Wasn't great.
No.
It wasn't bad.
To be fair, there was only really one good person in that match, so there's that.
And he wasn't even in the match. Kyle O'Reilly.
I was spun about Finn Balor because I actually like Finn.
Yeah, I like Finn as well. But I was glad to see that Kyle returned. I liked the way they did it as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like Kyle O'Reilly. To be honest, I don't mind 3 of the 4 former members of the era. I just don't like the main one. Yeah.
No.
Don't mind Fish, don't mind Strong, and I don't mind O'Reilly. I think they're all very talented. Cole just gets on my wick.
I did like the ending of the match, though. And the fact that Kylie kind of got his hands on Cole and then they got separated. But what I really liked was the actual ending of NXT, where it zoomed in on Balor, and without even turning around, he says, "What took you so long?" And he turned around, and Cross was standing there. I was just like, "Yeah, this is what I wanted to see this week. If anything, I was just like, yeah, okay, I'm happy with this." Yeah.
So there's always a good thing about seeing Cross, because you get to see Cross wrestle. And hopefully, at some point soon, I really hope so, we get to see Scarlett Bordeaux actually wrestle. Please!
Yes! I did take a look at a couple of clips of Scarlett because of what you said last week or the week before. And I saw some of her moves, and I was actually like, why isn't she wrestling now?
Right. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Me particularly, because I saw her when she was in Impact, and she is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Baby.
Oh, hang on. We actually have a question. It's actually for you, so I'm just having a quick read for it first before I put this up. Oh, okay. This should be interesting. I'm just going to show you this.
Hey guys, great intro. You hope you're both well, Peter. I have a question for Karen Cullis, if I may. But first, let me say you have a beautiful beard. How do you maintain it? Oh, he's hitting on you. As for the question for Karen Cullis, was the choice of socks you chose today a difficult one to make?
I'll point out this is also our first Twitch comment.
I mean, no, they're odd. So life is too short to pair socks.
But obviously that's our first Twitch comment. Now the thing with the beard, I don't do anything. Literally, I don't.
That's for me. I can't grow one. So.
I literally just shave every other day. That's pretty much it. I've never had to do anything other than shave. Because I've literally been able to have this since, I'm sure I've told you this before, since I was like 13. So literally all I have to do is shave, and it's just like this.
Oh, I just wanted to point out as well, if you are watching on Twitch, my account is actually Caring W Colors, and the W's capital, so it is Caring with Colors, but Caring with Colors was already taken, so I had to do Caring W Colors.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it was different, so I do think the link is in the description anyway, but it's good you pointed that out. Because it does help to know these things, so...
I'm thinking about shaking things up on Twitch a bit, to be honest. Maybe sorting out a new schedule. I've gotten a few friends together, and we might be forming a Fortnite squad for a Thursday night stream. Cool. And then Mondays I might be going back to Minecraft, just carrying on with the world that I'd started beforehand.
Okay, we have a response from our friend here, so I'm going to just bring this up here.
Hitting in you? Oh, God. Ouch.
Oh, no, he's not hitting on me. He's just out to make people feel good. I'm guessing that's what that is. Yeah, I don't care if somebody is. I find it flattering. In all honesty, it's a case of people should like who they like. I personally am heterosexual. I have no problem telling people this, but I find it flattering at the same time. But again, it's not my thing. But that's okay.
Compliment's a compliment.
Yeah, I have no issue with it. As far as socks go, with an Aaron's case, I'm guessing it's just a case of
whatever comes first out the drawer. I will say one thing. I like your choice of chocolate bar. That's one of my all-time favorite chocolate bars. Even though they're now like this big instead of when they used to be like that big.
Well, that's the thing. It's Dinky Decker in the actual.
Oh,
picture.
It's Dinky Decker.
It's a Dinky Decker, yeah. So we have a follow-up as well, and then only in a
non-homo. I think that's supposed to say.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, as I said, I don't mind at all because people should feel free to express themselves. Absolutely, I have no issue with that whatsoever.
Hello, Bruce. You wanted to be on the podcast?
Oh yes, there we go. Pet intrusion. Hello, Bruce.
Yeah, he's kind of staring at the cat. He'd had fallen asleep on the bed until we heard him come in the room, and he's just like he's sat bolt upright.
Oh, okay. We have a response to the Decker thing, actually. He can't get the bigger ones.
It's just like cat or dog action. Get off.
Yeah, he can't get the bigger ones up. The Dinky fits perfectly. I'm just leaving that there.
Whatever floats your boat.
This is from Stephanie.
Nah, I prefer the bigger ones.
A man here is, have you ever tried? So I'm guessing you've just answered that.
I find the little ones harder than the normal ones. Get out.
I think that's fair enough.
Bruce.
So,
if you're going to be on the podcast, sit still.
I mean, we all have what we like, so. If we're talking actual chocolate, obviously I like this. That's one of my things, but I get those for really cheap, so it helps.
My dog just tried to, my mum's puppy just tried to mount the cat while he was on my bed, and my cat wasn't having it. So he's run out the door, and as he ran out the door, he closed the door with his tail somehow, and Bruce just went bonk straight into my bedroom door.
Now, that's a shame. You should have been filming that, really.
Oh, he's feeling sorry for himself. Hello. No. He's standing on my headphones. Get off. Little sod.
Yeah, I suspect this is aimed at you.
Always want to lower the tone. I meant up on the top shelf of the refrigerator. What?
I'm assuming it's to do with the Dinky Decker. That'd be my guess.
I'm confused.
So, no, is the answer to that one. Unfortunately, you cannot. The law doesn't allow you to.
I mean, if you could, she probably would, and there'd probably be a missing bar. A missing bar.
Yeah, I like how
a missing persons investigation into her husband.
Yeah, I like how it's asking for a friend.
Yeah, no.
It's like, like it's either that she's either asking for herself or it's for Kira, because those are the only two I can think of when it comes to chocolate.
Kira's taken.
Yeah, but Kira would marry a chocolate bar.
Kieran would marry a Klondike bar.
Yeah, it's one of those fun things. The fun of doing these things during lockdowns is people will come in and get involved. So, yeah. But in all honesty, to answer your question, Steph, I'm pretty sure that you can't marry a chocolate bar. Maybe it's something that will change. I don't know. Oh, here we go. And wow, bold you to think that it would last the marriage ceremony. Yeah, I think that's fair.
No, it'd be gone by the hen night.
Stephanie, would you marry a Dinky Decker? It's not as dinky as you may think. The top shelf to the refrigerator is really high.
Well, okay then.
Yeah, well,
I mean, overall, NXT probably 7 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely better than Raw, but still had its own issues.
Yeah, the whole 3 points is due to the whole tag team title thing.
Yeah. So
everything else was okay.
That brings us to this.
Do you want me to do my 30-second run through of NXT UK first?
Actually, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, go for it.
So, 30 seconds on the clock. Babe vs. Mastiff. Thought it should have been a main event. Really great match, like as far as a rounds match goes. Then Tio Man's debut was pretty good for a squash match, and a new member of the Hunt might be happening, which is great. Walter's supposed to be making a statement next week, possible title relinquishment, maybe, because he may be coming to NXT, even though he doesn't want to, which we touched upon before. And Piper and Stars versus Connors and Ginny. It was the first mixed tag team match for the brand, and it was okay. It wasn't the worst match ever. But I mean, overall, NXT UK 8 out of 10, give or take.
Yeah, it normally is, to be fair, but it has such a small audience, people just don't notice it.
I did that in 35 seconds. Sorry.
It's still longer than it takes them to do booking.
Yeah. It takes 5 seconds longer. It's so sad.
Oh, okay. I'm not so sure that some of them match as maybe they like them.
Whatever floats your boat. I mean, Edge is looking good for his age at the moment.
Damn. I mean, not for me. I'm not really a fan of either one of them, to be perfectly honest.
I'm not, to be honest. But don't get me wrong. I was thrilled, to hear that. I was thrilled when Edge returned. But since he's been back, We give or take.
Yeah, definitely. I will say to our friend here. He put an idea in the comment thing. I'm not going to put it up on the screen because of what it says, but basically, I am related to one of these people. That would be really weird.
Yeah.
So just bear that in mind.
The person in question's my ex, current ex.
Hence the reason it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
So
awkward part of 2.
yeah, that's basically why it's not being pitched. I mean, people should feel free to be constructive and think of creative ideas, but some things are just not supposed to be. It's probably the best way to put it.
No.
And some things shouldn't be.
Yeah. No comment.
So yeah, hence the reason that's a really bad idea.
Sorry, my cat just jumped up on my bedside table and knocked a bunch of stuff off.
That's fair enough.
I mean, he had the whole side of the bed to jump up onto, and he chose my bedside table that's got stuff on it. Just cat sense, you know?
Again, it's like dogs or cats. If they can think of the worst possible place to do something, that's where they're doing it.
I mean, my mum has like this unit downstairs in the hallway that's actually got like ornaments and stuff on it, and the cat just jumps on top of it and knocks things off on a daily basis, including like little ornament elephants that she bought like years ago. So most of the elephants are in pieces now, just because of the cat.
Yeah. Yeah, animals just do stuff like that. It's one of those things. But anyway, you can't avoid it. You gotta do
it. Can we at least try to avoid it? Just maybe no.
How about somehow 2 of them decide to wrestle to be enforced for a match that they have that's not anywhere in the contract for the match stipulated that they should be an enforcer for.
We going straight there, then we go straight to the end of the night.
Well, you said you want to skip it, so it is the most relevant thing that happened, though. Not be funny.
I mean, yes, but the fact that Joey Mercury almost speared Seth Rollins made me almost die a lot. Seth Rollins was just about to run up to Cesaro to stomp him one more time, and Joey Mercury ran into the ring and he full on speared him almost.
Well, just think, he used to be security as well.
Yeah, I was just like, oh my god, this is so stupid.
It's WWE booking.
Pretty much.
So, where are we going?
So, I mean, Edge started off the show.
Yeah, I was going to say, before we get to that, obviously this is the other part where the people backstage and catering thing happens. We had a Murphy match on this, which obviously that's an escape from catering.
That's what I was talking about, copy and pasting, because there was a Murphy match last week as well.
Exactly.
The only difference was Steph interfered this time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, for all we know, Stephanie did interfere.
RKO out of nowhere.
Maybe she broke him out of catering. It would explain a lot. But
shanked him with a knitting needle.
That would make an episode of the podcast.
Street fight this.
I can imagine that in 2 weeks' time when we're doing that show, she's like, and I got Buddy Murphy and I did this. And it'd still be better than WWE booking. But anyway. Yes, obviously touch on that, and yeah.
Edge's words to Daniel Bryan though, you're better than this, but you're not better than me. I was like, no. Oh, okay, I see it. Like, Bruce was in it, so you've got to be in it now.
Yeah, hi Charlie.
Do not lay on my notes. Please don't lay on my notes.
I mean, let me guess, that's what he's done, isn't it? He must be taking notes from Mojo. Mojo pretty much eating stiff off the bed during the podcast yesterday.
I mean, do you mind clawing? Stop it.
Maybe he wants you to put him over.
I'll put him over something in a minute.
You should future endeavour him. That'll stop him.
What?
He's asking for his push.
Okay, here's your push.
Wow.
It's not animal cruelty if he's getting annoying.
Also, he's a cat, so he's probably going to land on his feet.
That's animal cruelty. That's animal cruelty.
That's a fair shout. That is animal cruelty, yes. Oh, so correction. That's a depiction of animal cruelty. It's not actually
That's animal cruelty in progress.
Yeah. Is he back?
Yes. Yeah, he's back. No.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, he's more persistent than WWE booking, definitely.
You.
I've got to say, in fairness to Charlie, at least he's consistent.
This is true.
You can always work with consistent.
I don't know, can you though? The Authority seemed a pretty consistent team.
Yeah, but they did the same thing all the time. He's consistent, but he's still not exactly the same each time.
True.
Yeah. Okay. But yes, we had was it Jay and Edge saying they're going to have a match to be the special enforcer for.
You're kind of on your own. Not gonna lie. He's on my notes.
Technical difficulties. Yeah, the cat's on my notes.
Yeah. It is that.
But yeah, so we're apparently getting Daniel Bryan against Roman at Fastlane.
Yeah, we are.
So that's something we'll talk about in a minute anyway. So basically, there's supposed to be a match between Jay, Uso, and Edge to be a special enforcer for this match as well.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's stupid. It makes no sense.
No, it really doesn't.
I mean, I can think as an idea. I have an idea what they might do as a result, but we'll get to that when we talk about Fastlane because we are going to talk about that as well.
Just a second. Good mate. No. Organisation is key.
Apparently so.
He's not happy. Charlie's not happy with me because I took the notepad from underneath him. It's just like giving me evils now. I was going to say that was my pillow, that was my comfort. What are you doing?
It's because you didn't put him over.
I gave him a push, but I don't think he enjoyed it.
It was the wrong kind of push.
It wasn't really a push. It was more of a yeet.
To be honest, it was more like you future endeavoured him, actually.
Yeah. So it's like after like the whole Edge and Bryan thing, you had the 8-man tag match between Profits, Mysterios, and the Alpha Academy, and Rude and Ziggler.
Right.
It's
Okay.
all right.
I have one note about this match. Last year, WrestleMania, lead up to WrestleMania, Dolph Ziggler and Otis were in a feud, and they despised each other. It's all about Mandy Rose and stuff, and it got resolved. And apparently, they still don't like each other. How are they working frictionlessly in this match?
I have no idea.
This is inconsistent booking. It's like, explain why.
It's like they want us to. It's like they think that we've forgotten what's happened previously.
Yeah. There's a statement that was made a while ago by Seth Rollins, which basically fans can't deal with long-term booking. This is apparently a WWE thing. So I think that's what it is. It's a case of they just think we've forgotten.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't the best of writing like back then anyway, but
it's okay. I actually agree with this because it's WWE and it's normal at this point. Yeah, it's exactly right.
Yep. Did she change her picture just because it's WWE? It's just because it's booking. She's Bella Twins. I know she's watching on Twitch now.
Oh no, this is a Twitch comment. So is this Stephanie?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know what Stephanie's Twitch was. So there you go. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that would have given it away. Just came in literally just now. So
yeah. To find out that you've got like another niece or nephew out there that's just like live on Twitch. Hi, uncle.
Well, to be fair, then my sister would have some answering to do because, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the 8-man tag team match was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't the worst 8-man tag I've seen.
No. The problem though is when the most important thing about the match is me wondering how they're coexisting. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Considering that has nothing to do with the storyline they're trying to portray.
Hmm. And then you had Murphy and Cesaro again.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, but before that, you had the Reginald and Nia Jax segment when he was trying on all those different clothes.
Oh, but he's so cute.
Let's just face it, I'm calling from now on, I'm going to refer to Reginald as Enzo 2.0.
Yeah, because this is exactly what this is. It's a recycled storyline.
Yeah.
And the funny part being, if they have actually recycled it, Enzo's already let out what was supposed to happen, so we know.
I didn't read anything into Enzo Amore after he was released because of what the whole thing revolved around. So I didn't want to read anything about it, to be honest.
Well, in all fairness to Enzo, he was never charged with anything, and the case was dropped due to it basically collapsed because the evidence didn't hold up. So in all fairness to Enzo, that's what it is. I was never fond of Enzo as a wrestler, but I have a big thing about people being accused of shit they didn't do.
No, I can totally agree with that.
So in that case, I'm glad Enzo was not found guilty of something he didn't do, because that's wrong. As a wrestler, though, I was never a fan. That's because it's just a taste thing. But essentially, what was supposed to happen eventually with the original version was he was supposed to basically cheat on Nia with Alexa Bliss, which would mean, in theory, if it holds up the same way, he's going to cheat on Nia with Shayna Baszler. And there's a big issue with that.
A lesbian?
Uh-huh.
Unless he's secretly got a vagina, which I mean, I could believe that, to be honest.
Right. Yeah. The thing with that, Steph, right?
Okay. He did have a good character.
He was good on the mic. He could talk. But the problem is, when you're
getting him sharp,
you need to do both. And also, a lot of the stuff he did not help him at all. And apparently, backstage, he was not the best of people.
No, he was kicked out of the locker room by quite a few locker room leaders. I think John Cena was actually one of them as well.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised because I've heard several stories about how he was backstage. So,
he had to get changed in the hallway at one point.
Something I will say though, to do with Big Cass, the guy who used to tag with, he's been through a lot lately. He's come back from being like drug issues and stuff. He's got himself clean, healthy, and he's back up and running. Good for him. Congratulations. I hope he keeps up.
Yeah, I saw his debut back on the I think independent circuit, or I think it was independent circuit. Yeah. He looks ripped to shiz, and he looks amazing.
It's funny because
he's
in much better shape now than what
he'd have Vince like bubbling at the mouth.
Yeah, Vince would be going, "That's some good shit. Why didn't I ever sign that guy?" And somebody was telling you did. He went, "I don't remember him."
No, I mean when Vince did sign him, he was pretty chubby, but now he's toned up. He's like abbed up. He's grown up because he's actually got a beard now.
Well, I think the other thing as well with the reason he's in that sort of shape is a lot of the time when people have an addiction like that, they tend to transfer it onto something to try and help them. And I think possibly in his case, he might have gone into working out, which is not the worst thing. It's just moderation, though.
Yeah.
But it seems to be paying off for him, which is all good. But I do agree with Steph. Yeah, Cass was definitely the muscle in that tag team.
Yep. 100.
Oh yeah, you could say he is a certified G and a bona fide stud, and he's 7'2", and you can't
teach that.
Yeah.
I think the best thing was that
Steph is right, by the way, with this comment.
Yeah. Just Googled him. YouTube him and you'll see his first match back, and was pretty. As far as wrestling goes, his technique's gotten better as well. He's like knuckled down and he's changed his in-ring capability a bit.
He's also not beating up midgets for longer than he should be now either, so that does help.
No, he's not pump kicking dwarfs in the face either that are dressed up as Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I mean apparently it's not the politically correct term for it, but to be honest.
Yeah, because we're all about political correctness here.
Yeah, but it's what they call. It's generally what they refer to in wrestling. So if there is anybody who is a little person, dwarf, midget, whatever you want to call it, please let me know what you'd like to be called, and that's what I'll call you.
And put the megaphone down.
Stop it. And get off your stepladder. No, seriously. We are.
My mum's had bad history with stepladders.
My niece is a midget, so don't worry about it.
And she's 5'5", and you can't teach that.
This is put before that comment you just made, so.
You're not seeing double. She just sent the same thing twice.
Dear God.
I mean, the best part about the Murphy and Cesaro match this week was Seth wasn't on commentating this week. But then he interrupted it, and I was just like, You're a dick.
I agree. Steph not being on the commentary did help.
Seth.
No, you did call him Seth this time. It's just last time you called him Seth. Steph.
Yeah.
So. Oh.
She says she climbs down, but we both know Mojo knocked her off of those boxes. Timber.
That's fair. Oh, but yes, as you're saying, yeah. They need to do something with Buddy because with Murphy rather. So, but Seth really. That's fair. That is a fair comment. You're definitely not.
Besides, no.
And besides, he's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Oh, had to. But yeah, get them away from each other. It's not good. They could do so much better. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that's major from SmackDown, really.
KO show. Sasha's entrance. She dropped her championship.
Not the first time a WWE wrestler's done that.
And it was actually quite funny. I was just like, oh dear, Vince is gonna be like screaming in the back. I'm surprised you didn't hear him on live TV.
What, you think Vince watches?
Well, he's in the back, isn't he?
Not most of the time, no.
And yeah, definitely have done. It's stupid what they've done with him. He was such a great cruiserweight champion, and then yeah, it's all gone to shit for Murphy, in my opinion.
Well, at some point they definitely had something for him because he won the cruiserweight championship in his home country on one of those pay-per-views they did, right? So clearly they had. Once upon a time, he was also going out for Alexa Bliss, which that's not a bad thing for you.
I'd like to see him go up against Big E for the Intercontinental title, something like that. I could see him doing that and having a hell of a storyline once he's finished with it. It is Apollo.
I'm staying away from doing Apollo Creed accents because I know I'll get in trouble, so I am not touching that. Right?
Yeah, I mean, the KO show was kind of just Mania build up, really.
Yeah.
Tamina and Natalya are getting the win over Belair and Banks. I was actually pretty surprised.
Yeah, the response to that would be why.
But I think they're probably going to make a triple. They'll probably make a triple threat match for Fastlane because of the win, because they pinned the number one contenders, and we know how WWE likes a triple threat.
Yeah, this is definitely that accent. Do you mean Apollo's, or do you mean Aaron's rendition of it? Would be my response to that. But yeah,
what are you talking about?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I will show them the steel.
You do realise one of the guidelines on Twitch is to take the mickey out of people racially, just to be clear.
I'm not being racist. I'm taking the mickey out of Apollo's type of attempt accent. I would like to clarify that I am not being racist.
Yeah, I think it's best to be clear because some people will misconstrue what you're doing. I mean, I know what you're doing. but some people
I mean,
will take it the wrong way.
yeah, it's like it's good to see that they were kind of developing with Tamina and Natalia a bit more as well. I mean, they've got matching ring attire now, which you like to see that in like a tag team.
If you're going to be an actual tag team, then yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and if the way they're going, I think that the two veterans are actually going to be sticking together for the long run. And I hope that one day they do hold the tag team titles, because they're both like trailblazing pioneers of the women's division. I mean, if you look at Tamina's family, and you look at Natalia's family.
Oh, Tamina's family. Oh dear.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
trying
To be fair,
sarcastic.
Yeah, to be fair, not Tamina's fault by any means.
No, you can't choose who your family is, can you?
No, absolutely not. Natalia, definitely, though, because Natalia is absolutely a pioneer.
Yeah.
Whether you like Natalia or not, she is, absolutely.
Natalia just had another push. Yeah, I agree. They do deserve a title run. I mean, the amount of times that Natalia's been laid down for a free count on her title reigns just to put over somebody new is ridiculous.
Hang on, I'll see how many times she's laid down. TJ, how many times?
I mean, she has no kids yet, so.
Oh.
Contraception for the win.
Oh, it means it's working. Nothing wrong with that.
Or TJ's isn't.
Wow. What? What, Steph? What?
So Big E's promo was good. I like the fact that he kind of went for his old Christian biblical direct on it. I'm gonna have to go biblical on you. I was like, okay, I can get into this. This is good. His like Christian preacher kind of vibes that he was giving off during that promo were better than Apollo's attempt at his accent.
Well, the thing with someone like Big E is Big E can be serious if he wants to be, but he's much better when he embraces his natural self, which is comic. He's funny,
yeah,
but he's good at what he does, which is why I think it works better for him when he does it.
Yeah, I did like the whole Big E Intercontinental Championship Sami Zayn segment. I thought it was really funny, especially when I got my hopes up thinking we were going to have Big E versus King Corbin. And I was just like, oh yes, this is going to be a heavy hitting match. Like, oh yeah, sign me up. And then Sami Zayn come out, I accept the challenge. I'm like, oh, we're going to see this again. Brilliant.
How did you not see that coming? It was so obvious. Don't get me wrong, it was great, but it was so obvious Sami would do that, and I have no issue with that, because sometimes the obvious thing is the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, so also, do you think he's finished his documentary now?
No, he's still making it, and it is a legit documentary as well, just to be clear to people who are in the notice. This is a legit thing that is actually being done. They are going to actually show this at some point, and it's an actual documentary. It's not just him doing a gimmick. They are actually doing footage and stuff.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see.
It's going to be an absolute creative.
No,
a lot of people didn't.
I mean, I kind of understand the way why they did, but at the same time, it wasn't necessary either. Even if you split them on different brands, you didn't have to split up the group.
No.
So, but again, booking.
I didn't really like the whole Apollo jumping Big E thing afterwards. It was just
Apollo jumped Big E. Was he still doing that accent?
No.
Oh,
He was doing the accent when he picked up the steel stairs. Come here, I will show you the steel.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm not. To be very clear to people, I'm not picking on Apollo Creed. I actually like Apollo Creed as well. So I think he's a very good.
I like Apollo Creed as well.
But I don't like when they give things like this to wrestlers because I think it's silly unless they are clearly a comedic character. I think then it's fine. You, in this instance, you come too close to almost making him into a joke that's not intended, and I don't think that's right because, as far as I'm aware, that is not how Apollo Crews actually speaks.
No, it's not.
No, but
it's kind of like Lana and her Russian accent when she was managing Rusev.
No, Lana is different, and I'll get to that in a minute. But it's a good thing you bring up there. If you want to go to a comedic character with an accent, a Booker T, when he took on that British accent after he became
British accent as the king, yeah.
That was fine because it was clearly meant to be comedic, and it worked immensely well.
And when he came out of character whenever the Boogeyman was around as well was just hilarious.
Exactly.
Tell me I did not just see that.
Yeah, that's an instance where it works because it's clearly comic. They're going to have to be careful with Apollo Crews not to go too comedic with what they're doing with him. And at the moment, they're risking that. So they either need to make him very serious or just don't do the accent. But obviously, you mentioned Lana, so I will bring this up. Lana is actually Russian. She spent a lot of time in Russia when she was younger. She trained for ballet and stuff. So that accent is legit. It's not something she puts on. When she does all her normal stuff, that's the put on accent. Well, it's not really a point because she can do both naturally. Yeah. Her accent is not fake. That is her accent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the same issue as when she drops in and out occasionally in wrestling, which has happened. That's fine for her because she does speak both ways normally. It's her.
Yeah. But going back to SmackDown, I did like the kind of like women's storyline that we've got going on at the moment. And now but one thing I don't understand, why are we having Nia Jax versus Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship when they're fighting each other at Backlash, Fastlane? The tag team titles, I just don't get it. It's not booking. It's not good booking. It's crap. We're lazy and they're in a feud at the moment. Let's just put the title on the line. What's Nia done to actually get the title opportunity? Diddly squat.
She's done Reginald and her hole apparently.
I felt sorry for the apron. I hope they sanitized it afterwards.
Yeah, but yeah, again, this is another instance where booking sucks because it makes no sense at all.
I mean, if you turn the volume up loud enough for that part when Nia Jax actually did the whole My Holes thing, I'm pretty sure you heard the apron scream as she hit her ass. If you turn the volume up loud.
Well, the thing is with that, though, if it's the same ring they used when it happened to X-Pac, it probably went, oh, not again.
Probably. Then, of course, we had the contract signing. I'm just getting confused because the accent. Yeah.
It's a way to get attention. I do agree with that because a good way to attract people to watch your stuff a lot of the time when it comes to reality shows, talk shows, films, if it's controversial, if there's something that people may not necessarily like, it will draw people in. But at the same time, you can also incite bad things because you do things like that as well.
I mean, I will interject on this part as well. It's exactly the same as Retribution with Mustafa Ali. Everybody knew on the SmackDown side of things, it was either going to be Mustafa Ali as the hacker. Well, we knew it was just Mustafa Ali anyway because we heard about the voice analyzing being heard and stuff like that. But we knew that Fox was the actual original people to come up. We want a terror group to enter the WWE, and that was the initial thing with T-Bar, or for those of you who don't know, Dominik Dijakovic, as as the original Retribution, and then like that actually got a bit more views on SmackDown, and then they're just basically doing the same thing because they don't have Retribution on SmackDown anymore. So they've gone, oh yeah, let's get Apollo Crews in there, get him to have a good accent.
I was going to say, I didn't know Alicia Fox made that happen. That's weird. To be fair, her character is crazy, so it would make sense in that regard. But
I can see her picture. Come on, we need to get some people in here. Like, I'm the captain. Like,
not sure she sounds like that, to be fair. But normally she's screeching, so it's hard to know.
Like a Black Marge Simpson.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What, she's like going, Roman?
I mean, if you look back on some of her stuff with Noam Dar and 205 Live, then yeah.
Actually, yeah. If you look at it that way, then yeah.
Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
Ma Foxy.
Fox, yeah.
I watched 205 Live while that was happening, and then it went to an advert and Foxy Bingo was on, and I couldn't stop laughing.
I'm guessing it's your Alicia Fox impression. I'm guessing it's the result to that. So unless you think it's too much testosterone to be Noam Dar, which would be an interesting conversation in itself.
Yeah, definitely. And then, SmackDown afterwards, we had the contract signing.
So I was going to say, I actually watched 205 Live when it happened as well, so I know exactly what you're on about. But yeah.
I stopped watching it, to be honest.
No, I watched it when that was going. That was pretty much the last time I watched it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna have to go because it is Mother's Day and I'm getting pestered by my little brother to come downstairs because apparently they want to watch a film together and stuff. So
I finished fair enough. We had the contract thing. We've kind of touched upon this before anyway, so we'll just do it quickly. Then you can.
Contract signing went how WWE contract signings go, but I did like the fact that Daniel Bryan running need Edge. And Edge actually took it really well for a guy who's got a neck injury. I'll say that. Hats off to him on that side of things.
Yes.
But what I'm most looking forward to, Edge versus Uso next week.
I think that'll be a very interesting match.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That's one I'm definitely going to have my eye on. So all in all, I'd say SmackDown probably a 6 out of 10,
which would still mean NXT would be your thing of the week, despite the tag's stupidity.
NXT would be my pick of the week.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Despite
NXT UK.
Actually, yes, the UK one. Sorry, that would have been higher. So yeah, so either way, it's NXT. So right. Okay, so Aaron's got to scoot off and leave us for Mother's Day, which is fair enough. I can understand that one. So we'll just plug his thing once again. So we have Karen McCullers. This is his page.
So all in all, WWE gets a 6.5 out of 10 for me this week.
Which is, I think, is fair enough. Obviously, give him support and stuff. Obviously, he streams on Twitch as well, which we're currently on at the moment. He's his own Twitches. Check him out. It's Caring with a W Colors.
Caring W Colors. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm going to adjust that on Wednesday so that way people can find me better and don't have to keep reminding. So
I mean, it depends on, because obviously it's streaming to both YouTube and Twitch, so it's literally a case of you just have to work out what you want to put.
Yeah.
So as I said, the links are all in the descriptions underneath anyway, so it makes it easier for people because I put direct links in there.
Yeah, I mean, if I put enough here, then I could just cover this part on the screen and you wouldn't be able to see me.
Yeah, well, the thing is, what you guys don't seem to realise is I can alter those.
Cool.
So, because I had to do it the other day when there was an issue with one of the shows. So, but anyway, Aaron's got to scoot off. But before he does, I just want to also make him aware of this as well. now that we're on Twitch as well, there's going to be some Twitch Pacific only shows as well. But there's one particular show which is going to come up on the network, which is going to be a private one for just contributors and people who support the show, which is called this. And literally, yes, and this is literally a case of nothing's off limits.
Sorry,
we can talk about what we want and whatever we want to do. Okay,
Yay,
because it's a private thing. It's a private thing which is not going anywhere. It's literally for the people who are on the shows or the people that help support the shows.
Oh,
and with that, I am pretty sure Aaron is going to have to leave us pretty much at this. Yeah, I'm guessing you have to leave us pretty much now then?
I said to him 10 minutes and he's messaged me back saying, no, please just calm down. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we've done your intro and outro bits anyway, so if you want to skedaddle now, then by all means you can do so. I will do the outro bit anyway, so it's not a problem.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
But it's always good to have you on, Aaron. Do appreciate it. Obviously, I'm going to see you Wednesday.
Charlie.
Yeah, bye for you as well. We're going to see you Wednesday anyway on Sorting Stuff. People do check that out. It's Aaron's birthday, and the fun's only just starting.
Yikes!
I'll see you Wednesday if I don't speak to you.
I've already been told to stock up on alcohol, so I'm going out on Tuesday to prepare.
That is a wise decision.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. I'll speak to you soon.
Glad you like the shirt as well.
I do like the shirt. The shirt's great. We like the shirt. Bye.
Happy Mother's Day to all you mums out there as well.
That's a good point. Yes, definitely. So, as Aaron rightly says, as he toodles off to go spend time with his mum, happy Mother's Day for those of you out there. I think this is UK Pacific this time of year, it's Mother's Day, but if it is anywhere else, then fine. But yeah, as of the 14th of March in the UK, it's Happy Mother's Day. Obviously, it's late at night, but evening. There's still Mother's Day, so Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. I'll once again talk about the sponsor of the show, which was Drawing Light Photography. Please check them out. They are helping to make this stuff work. It's very useful. Thank you very much. Weddings, events, whatever. Get in touch, and then hopefully we'll be able to help you. Right. We've covered all our WWE stuff for the moment. We were going to do Fastlane stuff, but obviously Aaron's had to go, so there was no point in trying to fit that in with the limited time he had. So we will be back next Sunday, hopefully, depending on circumstances, obviously. And yeah, Wednesday, Sorting Stuff. Trust me, you're going to want to see it. There's going to be so much chaos going on. It's going to be so funny. And you also get to help Aaron celebrate his birthday, which is always good. So with that one, people, I will sign off and I'll see you soon. So enjoy. Oh, yes, for anyone who wants to do anything other than WWE, there'll be tomorrow at 1 p.m. British time. It's High Spots. Okay, so there's that, and then there's Sorting Stuff on Wednesday. So I have one of those shows. I'll see you on. They'll both be on Twitch as well, so as well as our YouTube. So we'll see you then. So bye bye.